Good morning, everybody. I'm Nate Eaton under a tree in the shade, trying to get away from the traffic. There are some developments this morning in the Vallow Daybell case that I wanted to fill you in about. We just posted a story on eastidahonews.com that you can go read about. Her attorneys have filed a motion. They filed it yesterday, and it was stamped at late, 5:38 p.m. They are asking Judge Boyce to stay the case, which basically means put the case on hold, and to toll time limits. Now, what that means is that there are certain limits that the court implies, like you have X amount of days to file certain motions or X amount of days to, bring certain things up. For instance, the death penalty, the prosecutor has 60 days to file from the time the person's been arraigned to let them know that they'll be pursuing the death penalty. So there's a certain timeline that has to be filed in cases when it comes to, especially felonies. Well, Lori's attorneys filed a motion. They are asking that the case be put on hold and that the trial be delayed. They don't specify when they want the trial delayed to. They're just asking the judge to continue it. Now, what's interesting about this 2-page motion is that a lot of the information is redacted. It's blacked out. We don't know what it says. There are certain things that are in black. I want to show you here for a minute. Certain things that are completely in black, and then there's a whole paragraph that is blacked out, which I would assume explains the reason why they're asking for this. But one line gives us a hint. Jim Archibald writes, "The time limit to file written notice of our intention to raise any issue of mental condition under Idaho Code Title 18 is 90 days before trial, or October 11th. So he's saying that due to the law, due to Idaho Code Title 18, if they're going to file any sort of issue about mental condition, they have to do that before October 11th, if that's going to be part of their defense, basically. And Jim Archibald is saying, so hold up, it sounds like we're not going to have this ready by October 11th, and things are being done behind the scenes, so this needs to be pushed off, and we need more time. So basically, stay the case, pause or put a toll on the time limits, pause the time limits, and move off the trial. This is a very short motion, and again, a large section of it blacked out. See that? That entire paragraph is blacked out. And this is the rest of the page. So we don't have much information there. Whatever's in that paragraph is key. Now, I'm not going to assume what's in there, but based on the order being about her mental condition, you can maybe surmise what you think might be in there. So this, of course, motion comes 1 week after Chad filed his motions to delay the trial until late 2023, and also a motion to sever the case. He wants it cut from Lori again. He wants his own trial. He wants Lori to have her own trial. He's asked for this in the past. The judge has denied it in the past, but maybe conditions have changed now so that the judge might grant that. We don't know. What we do know is that next Thursday, the 13th, there will be a hearing on the matter on all of these motions, the sever, the continuance. It could be a long day in trial. Unfortunately, we will not have a live camera in there because we won't have any camera in there because the judge has banned all cameras after Lori's defense team made a motion to remove cameras and the prosecution supported it. The cameras will not be in there. Interesting twist, late last week, Chad's attorney filed a motion to have cameras in the trial. Not right now, but in the trial. So that, I assume, will be discussed on the 13th also. You're going to get in the next few months a lot of these motions that are filed as they get ready for the trial, as things proceed. Now, you might recall that Lori spent some time at the state mental hospital for about 10 months, and her case was put on hold, on pause. So it is possible, too, that her attorney could recommend that again. Maybe she's not competent for trial and she goes away, and if that happens, the case is automatically put on hold. So that's the latest in the court filings. The prosecution will respond to all of these as far as the continuance, meaning the delay, the severance, meaning severing the cases. All of these, the prosecution gets a chance to respond. And then on the 13th of October, All of this will be discussed before the judge. He could rule that day and say, yeah, here's how we're going to do this. Or he could say, I'm going to take it under advisement and then issue written orders later. If I was a betting man, I would bet that the trial is not happening in January as it is scheduled. I don't think that things will be happening in January. It could likely be pushed off. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the judge says, no, all of this denied. We're going to move forward. The trial's happening in Boise, and well, let's get going. But I just don't know if that's going to happen. All right, there you go. There's the latest. Thanks for following along. If you have any questions, you can leave them below. I'll try to answer them. But again, we're going on 3 years now. 3 years. In fact, October 19th is when Tammy Daybell died at her house. And that was 3 years ago. Of course, in September is when JJ and Tylee died. The authorities believe they were killed and buried on Chad Daybell's property. So the children have been gone for over 3 years now. It's almost been 3 years for Tammy. Hard to believe. Hard to believe we're here. If you want to read all about the new documents, please go to eastidahonews.com. I posted a link here on my Facebook page too that you can read about. Thanks for watching.